Did you watch the link that I sent you?
Oh, I didn't watch yet. So because I was focused on like the writing
Mhm.
section that last night most of the time, so I spent on it. And um
I sent you
yeah,
writing stuff too.
right.
Did you find
It's yeah,
anything useful?
yeah, it's useful though. So like the structure and right. But I think writing you need to type more, and it's gonna be yeah. So it's a process for accumulating.
You, you have to meet the number of words. Okay. Are you taking computer based?
Yes.
Ah, that's okay. There's an automatic word count.
Right.
So you'll see how many words you're writing. Paper based doesn't have a word count. So because you will get penalized if you write less than 250 words in task 2 and less than 150 in task 1. Okay.
Right.
Structure is very important in writing. Okay, remember that. In
Yeah.
task 1, there should be a paraphrase followed by an overview. Okay.
Right.
So begin your overview with the word overall, comma. Okay, the highest is the low. Always describe highest and lowest. That's the simplest strategy for the overview. And then the body, in the body paragraphs, that's where you write the details. No
Yeah.
opinion. Okay, in the body paragraph, remember this for the sentences in the body. Okay, remember to describe the key trend first. Okay, that's a
Mm-mm.
key trend, and then add a
Key
reference
trend.
number.
Okay.
So in other words, you have to support. All right, and then after
Right.
that, key trend 2, support with numbers. Remember to paraphrase the numbers. For instance, 49%, you can say almost a half or almost half.
Yeah.
33% is one third or around a third. Remember to do that, okay? And then compare and contrast. Task 2, so intro, body, conclusion, same structure, but here you'll have to write your opinion, support,
Right.
argue. Uh, the introduction, remember, is for me that's the most important part of the essay. Why? Um, it has a lot to do with the assessment criteria. So a good introduction, okay, already provides you with a good foundation, a good band score. Okay,
Uh,
remember that. So write a good introduction, paraphrase, and then thesis statement, followed by those are the two important parts of the introduction. And then present.
present.
Yes, present. Let's say advantages, body 1, okay. Body 2, disadvantages. Keep it simple. Keep the structure simple but clear. Make it easy for your reader to understand what you're talking about. Conclusion is simply a restatement of your introduction. Okay,
Erase.
that means you just repeat
I
what
repeat.
you said in your introduction, but of course you have to paraphrase. You have to say it in a different way.
Right.
Okay, but they're
Right.
basically the same. Overall, what IELTS is testing are your abilities to write, to speak. So there's really no right or wrong here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All
Right.
right. Okay. So just remember those
It's hard.
things. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure you wrote essays in school, even in Chinese. Did you do that?
Actually, we did a lot handwriting, but now typing.
For
So
English?
yeah, even for English, not
I
for yeah.
okay.
So I practiced typing like yeah every word and how to spell it.
Okay. Let's move on. Ready?
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds
So,
ready.
good morning. My name is Anna. I'm your examiner for the day. Welcome to your IELTS speaking test. What is your full name, please?
Mandasi, if you can call me Jessie if you like.
All right, Jessie, may I see your identification card, please? Actually, I forgot to
Da-da-da.
ask you, where are you from?
Oh,
Where are you
okay.
from? Just one
Um,
sentence for that.
yeah, I come from Shanghai, which is located in the middle of China,
That's enough. May I see your identification card, please? So you give your IT.
right?
Okay, thank you. That's fine. Now, in this part of the test, I'll be asking you questions about yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about your country. Okay. Let's talk about your country. Tell me a little bit about your country.
Um, so China is changing faster by the second, and uh, also my hometown without expansion. So the most, so like my country has so many different provinces there. So every district have different accent in the Mandarin, especially in the south of China. There also have Cantonese, so it's kind of different Mandarin, but yeah, it's a very interesting country.
Very good. Okay. Always remember 2 to 3 things to focus on. So you focused on language. Okay. What else did you?
Yeah, language,
What else can you say about China? You can describe the
food.
geography, for instance. How big is it? Where is it located? So you can say something like, as you may know, or as you already know, China is one of the biggest countries in the world or in Asia.
All right,
Okay. Don't think
right,
that the examiner already knows this. Think that she doesn't know anything about it. Okay. So, like you're informing, okay? You're a teacher, right? So imagine that you're teaching your students, okay? China is like this. China is an
right,
interesting country. It is one of the richest countries in the world in terms of culture. If you go there,
right.
you're going to enjoy a lot because always say because
Because
why yeah why okay continue.
okay,
I want you to say more, okay? Also,
okay.
yeah, so to continue you can simply say also.
Also, there are more varieties of varieties of various kinds of food. So, like in Sichuan, you can enjoy the hot pot with your friends every day, like spicy food. And also in my hometown, so you can enjoy like a kind of sweet and um, sweet and cold appetizers a lot,
Okay, stop. All right, there you go. So
right?
that's 2 ideas already. Okay, but don't forget, you don't have the luxury of time to be, you know. Remember, you don't have a lot. You only have a few seconds to answer each question.
Right,
Okay, so once you answer one sentence, move on to explain. And then I like it because I hear the structures. You said you answer and then you say like, for instance, okay, you give
for
examples.
instance, right?
Very good, very good. Okay, keep up the good work, but faster. All
Just to
right.
stop. Okay.
But if the examiner stops you and you're not able to show the parts of speaking that they want to hear, then you
Right,
lose your opportunity to
right.
showcase your talents, your skills. All right, next question. Which part of your country do most people live in?
Uh, part of so I think maybe in the middle of China and also um the coast.
That's not a sentence. That's not a sentence. Okay. Uh, Remember to
Oh,
answer in complete sentences. I think most people, or you can say the
like to
most heavily populated part of China would be the middle of the country. There should be a subject, a verb, okay? Subject,
over.
predicate, okay?
Oh,
Again, one more time. So complete sentence. Which part of your country do most people live in?
so I think the most part of most of part of country, people would live in like in middle of China or
Okay, stop, stop. It has to follow, that has to be followed with a verb. Okay, you say is, you don't say like. Mm,
is
is. Okay, again.
okay.
Answer the. That's okay. Don't worry. That's the reason we're having a class today, so that you'll know what mistakes you're making, right? Okay.
Right.
One more time. Am I sharing my screen? Yeah. You can see my screen.
Uh, no, I can
No.
see you now. Right.
Okay. You see my screen.
Right. Right here.
Okay. Continue. Answer the question.
So the most popular part of most popular part people would live in China. So I think is middle of China and um, east of China, middle and east of China,
Okay.
right?
Um, which part of your country? Okay. Which part of your country?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the question. So you can say the
Which,
part
right?
of China that you can, if you, um, which part of your country do most people live in? That's the
The
question.
most,
So you can actually
right?
use those words. The part of China that most
P,
people
most
live
people.
in, followed by a verb. Is. Okay.
Um,
Yeah, is. That's in
uh,
the middle. You said middle.
middle and east.
Okay.
So would be R,
Middle and east. So if you have two answers, then you say are. Okay.
R.
Subject are the east. And then you just add details there. Don't forget the verb.
Uh,
There. This is the subject. The part is your subject. The rest are additional details. Okay.
right,
Why are we discussing this? This is 25% of your speaking band score. Okay.
right.
This is grammatical range and accuracy.
Part of China that the part of China that most people live in are the middle and east of China.
Okay. Is that enough?
No,
No. Okay. What should you say next? Add which. Okay. Continue. I want
yeah,
you to add. Can you answer again? But this time I want you to make your sentence complex sentence. So say, simply say which or that or who. Okay. One more time.
okay. The part of China that most people live in are the middle and east, which have more, um, uh, which have by the sea, and people will have more and oh, actually
Okay.
I did.
Or you can say which are the most keep your answer simple, okay? Don't think of difficult things to say.
Right,
Which
right.
are, in my opinion, are the most heavy. What do I want to say? Which, in my opinion, are the most beautiful parts of China.
The
Okay,
most
that's just an
beautiful,
example.
right?
Most beautiful parts of China. I think that's the reason why people want to live there. Okay.
Maybe the landscape. Yeah.
Mhm. So, which are or which have the most beautiful landscapes in my country? As
Oh,
long as you follow
so
the grammatical structure, you'll be safe. Good. Mhm.
so can I say like maybe the landscape is suitable for people to live in,
Mm.
which has more plan,
Which
which
have
which have more
the most suitable
which have the most suitable um
What? Landscapes? Most suitable.
Plan, like plan. So the yeah, so the landscape is like more steady and mm,
Okay. If you have
right.
trouble, if you find difficulty expressing what you want to say something else that's more simple. That's the strategy. Okay.
Okay,
Don't make it difficult for yourself. All right. Again,
right. So which have the most suitable live environment?
most suitable. Which
Uh,
just most suitable. Okay, now
temperature?
both of us are having a hard time. So which have the most um beautiful, which have the most beautiful weather.
Weather, right?
In
So comfortable
Yeah, which have the
comfortable
most beautiful
temperature.
weather and comfortable temperature. There you go.
Most
That
beautiful weather and comfortable temperature.
Okay, so period, you stop there and then now you try to explain why. When I say comfortable temperature, so you see China actually experiences four seasons too, just like many other
Right.
countries, winter, spring, summer, and fall. But these parts of the country, middle and east, all have, and then try to describe the weather. Okay, I think
Oh,
there. Try to explain why do you say it's beautiful that the weather is beautiful as compared to other parts of China? Why do you say comfortable temperature? What does it mean? Okay.
right.
So now I want you to develop this answer. One more time from the top.
Oh, okay. So
This
the
is just the last and then later after this, okay, we're going to drills now. I just wanted you to keep this in mind because this is very important.
yeah, of course. So the part of China that most people live in are the middle and east of China, which have the most beautiful weather and the comfortable temperature compared to other part of China. Um, so middle and east have four seasons. So like winter, summer, fall, and
And
spring
fall,
and fall, right?
winter, spring, summer,
Summer
and
and
fall.
fall,
Don't
right?
forget and. Okay. Anything else you want to add?
Is that enough or not?
Well, for me, I want to hear more. I want you to explain why do you say comfortable?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So,
explain. Inform me. Like I'm your
uh,
student. I want to know why do you say it's comfortable?
so, um, for which have more which nearby the sea. So sometimes people would like to take summer vacation.
There you go. There you.
Yes,
Mhm.
to there.
Okay. All right. Okay, now I'm not going to interrupt you anymore. I'm just going to listen. Okay, give it your best shot. Where is your country located?
It's locate. My country is located in the middle of Asia. Yeah, um, it's the biggest country in the in the Asia. So also the population is the most.
Okay, don't talk about population anymore because the question is just where. So focus on
Oh,
the question. Yeah, where is your country located? Tell me about the main industries in your country.
industry.
Hmm.
Oh, you got me.
Fishing industry, agriculture, um, yeah, industries, textile industry, like means of livelihood of people.
Oh,
What
lively.
Yeah, what kinds of when you say industry, do people live?
Oh,
Make
right.
a living in China by fishing, or is it by farming, or is it what else? Are they heavy on science and technology, for instance? Is Yeah, medical
Yeah.
industry. Yeah, well, yeah, industries in China.
I think there are most yeah,
Mm, manufacturing,
manufacturing industry in
mining.
China.
Okay, let's talk about this first.
Mining.
Manufacturing, mining
Man
industry. There's
mining.
energy industry. There's agriculture industry. Okay, now choose two, three, or maybe four if you can, and then talk about them. So again, the
Okay.
question is, uh, tell me about the main industries in your country. Main industries.
I think there are some the most oh, I think there are some manufacturing industry and mining industry in China. Also, I think in recent years, the traveling industry has been more popular in China too.
Very good, very good. Okay, now I want you to talk about them a little bit more. Mhm.
I'll talk a little bit more.
Yeah, add some details. So imagine a picture like this and then describe that picture to your, so you can say something like, China is very popular for its manufacturing industry all over the world, and that's why many business people from all over the world, okay, would like to go to China to establish their businesses. You can describe trends that are related to manufacturing industry in China. You
Yeah.
can do that. Can you try? Would you like to try?
Okay. I would like to try.
Because the
So
question is, tell me about. That means you have to describe it.
yeah,
Okay.
just give the point
Yeah.
and you yes. So like the iPhone's charger, so the most people use it, right? So most of them made in China.
Oh, there you go. Okay. So you can say, you can tell your examiner, I think you're very familiar with made in China.
Yeah, I
Because
think you're
even in your
right.
clothes, I should say, um, even in your clothes, you can find tags that are, or yeah, tags in your clothes. Okay, that says
Yes,
made in
tags,
China. And that
right.
is because, and that is because China has a very strong manufacturing industry. We produce, or we manufacture, okay, billions worth of clothes that are distributed all over the world. There, I'm describing the trend. China has lots of manpower. China is
Manpower,
very
right.
strong in terms of manufacturing. China is where, or is a country where business people from America, from Canada, from, right? Okay, they come to China because China is
Right.
economically, yeah, actually, I think that's very true. China is one of the power countries when it comes to economics, okay, production, manufacturing. You can imitate anything. Right?
Right,
Okay, anyway,
right.
I'm
Oh
sorry.
my God. No, no,
Talk a
no. You
lot.
don't.
Talk a lot. Give details.
So yeah, but
It's so
yeah, it's
exciting.
informative. So
Inform, yeah, be informative.
yeah.
Your examiner, your listener, engage her. I think maybe it's possible that you're wearing a dress that is made in China right now. You can say that, yeah, inject some
Right.
humor. I do that. That was That's my personal strategy when I take the IELTS test. And I would get 8.5 in speaking. Never a 9.
Oh,
Never a 9. Yeah,
you?
I can't speak like a band. I'm sorry, I can't speak like as fast as an American. No, I can't do that. I get
Oh,
nervous too.
right. But 8.5, that's enough.
Oh, it's high. That's the high score
Yeah, it's
for
pretty hard, right?
Okay, so tell me about, sorry, what are some of the good things and some of the bad things about living in your country?
Sorry, I didn't got it. Sorry.
What are some of the good things and some of the bad things about living in your country?
So for example, in my hometown,
No,
like,
no, wrong structure.
oh
Okay,
really?
go answer the
Oh,
question first. You began with for example. Wrong. Okay, it should be
oh,
answer the question first before you and then explain and then give examples, right?
oh,
Remember, okay, so
right.
you can say, well, firstly, so maybe you'd like to talk about
Firstly, right,
advantages first, the good things first, okay? Good things. So two,
right.
three. Well, firstly, it's good to live in China because it China
Okay.
is a I would say is a great city. Oh, sorry, yeah, city. It's a great city to live in because, and then give
Because,
give reasons why. However, so you're going to talk about the bad things living in China. It has to Structure is very important. Remember that. How you present
right.
your answer. Okay, one more time.
Okay.
What are some of the good things and some of the bad things living in your country?
So firstly, the good thing is people live in China are most hospitable, and they are so warm-hearted, could be very easygoing with you. And on the other hand, the bad thing
Another,
is
another, another.
another,
Hmm.
yeah, the bad thing is the traffic
No, no,
is
no.
a
I'm sorry. Another good thing, because you only gave me one good thing about China. You said people. You talked about the people.
right.
Okay. Another good thing about living in China, aside from people are hospitable, are nice. What else?
And another thing is um, you will get more opportunities with your career.
Okay.
And right, if you want to put your career on the right way,
What
yeah,
do you mean career?
career.
Oh,
Oh my God,
career.
career,
Career. Okay.
right, career.
Mhm. Can you
Mhm.
tell me about career? What about career? Having a career in China.
Yeah,
Explain a bit.
it's like you could start your company and you will get some support from the government or your friends. And right, so something like that.
Okay.
There are so,
However,
however,
we're gonna
oh,
talk
so
about the bad
I
things.
should point it to, and then I would introduce another bad thing.
Yeah, because you talked about good things first. The question is asking you to talk about two things: good things, bad
Ah,
things, plural.
plural.
Yeah,
Oh,
not one. You
oh,
have to give two, two at least for each one.
right,
Okay, so say however or on the contrary.
right. So the bad thing, yeah. So maybe the traffic is
Say
the
however, however.
how, however, the traffic is the most um pain in the ass, pain in the ass. Yeah, in the China. And another thing is don't. talk about government.
Okay. So now you
Is
have
that
to,
okay?
as long as you provide the answers. Okay. Now the next thing you have to do is be more informative. Why? What about the government? What about what's your opinion in general about the traffic there, about transportation, about the why is it? I'm curious now. You see, I'm listening to you. Why is the
Right.
government? Why not talk about it? Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
nice thing.
Ah.
Yeah.
So examiners are like,
No, in general, when you talk to people, okay, um,
right.
you say something. You said something, and I'm curious about it. I want to understand more. So examiners are also like that. They would like to hear more from you. And so the more you talk about it, the more you explain, okay, the better your
Okay.
score will be. So don't stop
Oh,
talking about them. Elaborate. All right. So now continue.
okay.
Because you
So,
tend to stop. You tend to be safe. Like you're scared to talk about them. That's my feeling right now.
right.
No, don't do
Okay.
that. You have to talk about them. Teacher
Okay.
Jessie,
Oh my
tell me
God.
about China. Tell me about China. Okay.
Right. Right. You're right.
Mhm.
So, however, one of the bad thing is the traffic. So it's kind of in New York in the peak time.
Very good.
So, and another bad thing is don't talk about the government. So, like the polity is totally different in America. Um, right.
Can you give an example? Yeah.
Like so the government is more concentrated power. Yeah, power concentrated
What will happen if you
and
talk about the
authority
government?
power, right? So can I
Yeah.
or
The examiner might give you a follow-up question
oh
because,
really?
yeah, they,
It
they
depends
can
on
do that.
what you answered, right?
Yeah, they can do that.
So
Yeah.
maybe just stop talking. Yeah,
Don't stop.
just
Okay.
bad thing and the garment. Yeah,
Talk about the
you know,
government. Give an example. Now, I want you to give examples. So earlier we practiced answering the question. It has to be complete sentence, and then uh, completeness. The completeness of your answer, because the question asked for two things: good things, bad things. But how many good things? Plural. How many bad things? Plural. There. So, but how many should you say? Two, minimum of two things to talk about. So good things, people, career; bad things, traffic, talking about the government. Okay. Now
mm,
the next
right.
skill is for you to provide examples supporting details. So you can maybe
Supporting,
talk about an example of what happened when people, or a situation, provide a situation wherein
right.
people talked about the government. What consequences were there? What happened? You can talk about anything.
Consequences.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Just a short answer. Mhm.
So, so China has more concentration of power.
Mhm.
Yeah, is that okay? So just give an example like that.
Actually, that's not an example.
Oh,
That's a description. That's a description
oh,
of the power of China. Okay, so now what I'm thinking of is maybe a piece of news in the past, or maybe something in your history wherein people talked about the government. So how do you begin your sentence? You can say, for example, in China's history, there was one time, okay, wherein people opposed
where
the government and talked about the government giving them bad feedback. And what happened to them is, okay, you can narrate, talk about, just
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's example. Oh my God.
Yeah, don't forget the magic words and phrases. So you say, for example,
For example,
for
so
instance. Mhm, there. There are many other phrases you can use, but these are the usual. For example, for instance, or you can say like, such
like,
as, and many more. Okay. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. You're my only student today, so don't worry, I have time. But it's up to you if you have time.
right.
You have time?
So like, yes, I have time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's go to another
thank you.
topic. Let's go to another topic. So
Okay.
that topic is about country. There.
Yeah. Wow, it's a really good question.
Yeah. See, uh, the, the 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 questions are actually easy, but you see, I have many comments about the way that you
Mm,
answer. Why? Because I have in mind the assessment criteria. I'm thinking, I'm listening to your grammar, I'm listening to your structure, I'm listening to the words that you use. I'm not
right,
hearing them. I'm not hearing all of them. So this time, I want you to listen very carefully to the question.
right.
Focus on,
Okay.
all right. Let's talk about your home, okay? Or decoration. What color would you choose to paint the walls of your room?
I would choose the white or the warm gray as my favorite color in my room. So it feels like so clean and purity,
Clean and pure.
pure, right?
Hmm. Okay. What color would you never use in your home?
Oh, absolutely dark or some colorful color
Such as. Hmm.
like red and blue. Yeah,
Why?
I'm kind of nervous. Yeah, with this kind of colors of wall.
Why?
Uh, it's gonna make me um like I'm yeah like I'm
What?
in the in the club, so not a comfortable place I would to stay.
Can you describe the place where you live right now?
Yes, I live around Chelsea in Manhattan, so there are so many galleries around my house, and
Many
sometimes
galleries. Many galleries.
many galleries,
Plural.
many galleries,
Many. Yeah, many gallery. Many means more than one. So galleries, because you said gallery. That's singular.
galleries.
Yeah, there has to be S. Okay, continue.
Okay. So there are so many galleries around my house. Sometimes I just go downstairs to take a look. Yeah. So what kind of new uh, exhibition opened now? So you have more time to enjoy the art.
Okay. Talk about this art that you see every day. For example, when you go down, you will see.
You will see many artworks. Yeah, it surprised you.
Hmm. What's your feeling? What do you feel when you see these artwork? Give
Yes,
now, provide your opinion. And I really like these artwork.
I really like this. I really like some of the artwork like some sculpture and displayed in the gallery. So I would I would to imagine like what if
Okay,
I'm
stop.
a okay.
I just wanted you to, but actually that's not the topic. Okay, the topic is home. What kind of
right.
housing accommodation do you live in?
I live in an apartment, um, right? So I have two.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You say, I live in an apartment. Like, don't do that. Okay? Keep in mind
Oh,
this the sentence structure. I live in an apartment that is located in a building which, always remember, complex sentence.
right.
Use that, which, because. Okay, don't
That
stop in the
which
middle and
because
then say like. It's kind of like you use that's the way that you,
yeah, I
but
use that a
that
lot.
is not IELTS. That's okay outside of IELTS. But here you are also being graded for your grammar. Remember that.
Right.
Okay? So
Okay.
I live in an apartment. Again,
I okay. I live in an apartment, which is located in Chelsea
very good.
of Manhattan.
Hmm.
Right. There are so many galleries around my house.
What else? There's so many
And
galleries and use
I
conjunctions. Yeah.
and markets. So sometimes it's very convenient to go groceries.
Mhm. So you see, that's your tendency. You stop talking. Keep talking. Tell me more.
Oh,
Also,
right.
yeah. Talk about your apartment. That's the topic.
Uh, Also uh, there are there have swimming pool and gym. So that's two of my favorite thing. I would like to
Things.
do things
Mhm.
I would like to do in my spare time.
Okay. So, what are other things you can talk about your apartment? Okay, you can talk about the color, the size. Is it expensive? Is it cheap? Describe, because here this is part one.
Right,
You're supposed to describe your accommodation, which is your apartment. So you can talk about furniture. Are you renting? Do you live with your family in your apartment, or are you alone? How many neighbors do you have? Things like that. Describe. Okay?
yeah,
Yeah. All right,
okay,
let's try another question.
okay,
Describe, okay? Do you
okay.
like your apartment? Do you like your accommodation?
Yeah, I love it very much. So uh
Because why do you like
because
it? Mhm.
because there are so many convenient facilities facilities so people can use a lot. So even in the quarantine, the gym still opened, and I used it a lot, just like a private gym. Yeah,
Mhm.
without nobody. Yeah, without anybody.
There. That's a better answer. That's a lot better.
Oh
Is that
my god!
difficult? It's not
Right.
difficult, right? You just have to be okay. So now you're getting it. Okay. You say I go to the gym a lot. I
I
go.
go to the gym a lot. Right.
Yeah, you go there to exercise, even though it's quarantine, and you can say it's very convenient because it's the gym is just right here in our apartment building.
Right.
There, how do you feel
Right.
about it? Okay, next, which room? Oh, sorry, no. What can you see? What can you see from the windows where you live?
Uh, the window. So I have a kind of a French window, so it connected with the floor. So sometime, yeah, every morning when you
Okay,
wake
stop.
up, oh,
I'm sorry if I do that. The
yeah,
question
it's
is,
okay, it's okay.
what can you see from the window?
Oh,
It means when you look outside of your house, from your window, what do you see? Do you see another building outside? Or do you see a tree? listen to the question and answer the question. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, um, so every morning when I wake up, I could see the man or woman are working the door, and uh, also a sort of trees in front of my window,
Okay.
right?
And describe them.
And so just feel every day make me feel so fresh and will keep me in a good mood.
Let's talk about farming.
Farming.
Okay. Are you interested in how food is grown on farms?
Yes, I'm as I am vegetarian, so I'm so into the foods uh where yeah, where did they grew in, and yeah, especially the food grew in the farm, so it's very fresh,
Okay.
right?
So, okay. You that's a good structure, but I want you to improve the connection of the ideas within. So how do you do that? Again, don't forget proper transitional words like conjunctions. Because, or actually, your answer is correct. As I am
um
a vegetarian, or you can
yeah,
say because I
vegetarian,
am a vegetarian, I only eat uh,
vegetables and fruits,
vegetables, vegetables and fruits. And see, I'm using and again.
right?
And I prefer them to be fresh.
I
Period.
prefer them to be fresh,
Okay, now I'm giving two ideas here.
right?
Vegetables. Okay, and then so one idea, sorry, this is one idea, this is another idea. Okay, connected by and. Mhm. This is why
This is why I'm
I am
interested.
interested there. So connect your answer to the
So this
question.
is my
I am interested in where my food is grown.
where my food is grown,
Okay.
right?
And okay, now you can give your opinion, for instance. I think that uh, the best place to get fresh food would be the farms.
Would be the farms, right?
Yeah, there. So just connect your ideas. Here, the
Right.
transitional device I used is this is why. That's
This is
my
why. This is
trans.
why. This
Yes,
is why.
this is why. Here, the transitional device is a prepositional phrase
Right.
that connects this idea here and this idea here. Okay. Oh, sorry, that's
Okay.
the question. But you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, I know. I know.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Next, would you like to live on a farm?
I yeah, I'm sort of enjoy the farm life. Uh, for example, you can take the vacation in the farm and just uh lay on the chair and enjoy the field. So everything is fresh. So yeah, I would
Also,
like to
also
live in the
because
farm.
everything is fresh. I like to
Yeah,
live in
because
the farm, firstly, because, also because, lastly, because there has to be
lay
signpost words or transitional first, second, third.
first, yeah.
Also because, yeah, those things, those words,
Also,
I want you to use them, more of them. Again, would you like to live on a farm?
yeah, I'm sort of enjoy the farm life. So firstly, I would like to choose to go to the farm to take a vacation
Mhm.
because everything is so fresh. And secondly, So farm could make your life easier. Farm.
Everything is so fresh. I want you to add another. And what else?
Uh, fresh and quiet.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
quiet. So that's a way to far away from city, make your life easier.
Mm-hmm. Secondly, or also.
Also, if you have a family, so it's the best place to take a look in the farm life. So
Mm-hmm.
you can, yeah, it's very helpful and healthy um, to let kids grow. Yeah, grow.
Lastly, lastly.
So lastly, um, so you can it's a close way to get know the agriculture. Yeah. So it's kind of
Because
because
don't
it
say yeah. You like to say that. Yeah. No,
right,
I
right.
don't
You're
get
right. But thank you. Yeah, thank you to reminds me, right?
it. Okay. Again. Lastly.
Lastly, is a close way to sorry. So it's a way to get close to agriculture. Yeah. Every food and fruits we eat every day. Yeah. So from they are grown from the farm.
Okay. Structure.
Okay. So that's why I would like to um go
L-
enjoy live on the farm.
okay. Very
Oh my
good.
god! I would like to.
I like it because you
Right.
closed your answer. Very good. That's why. Okay. This is a magic phrase.
So
That's why.
that's why always remember to repeat the question again. So
That's what
ah
you call closing. Okay.
yeah,
Closing
closing.
your
Yeah, closing.
response.
Right.
This is fun,
Right.
right?
Yeah, it's so but yeah, so
But
it
you're
helps
getting
me
it.
a lot.
You're getting it. How to answer the IELTS way. This is the IELTS way. Okay.
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Another. Let's see.
Okay.
We're now drilling. We're actually drilling right now. That's a
Drilling.
drills. Yes, doing drills.
Mass.
We're doing
Oh,
drills.
drills. Drills is
That means
like
we're
a
practicing.
practice.
Yeah, as many
Practicing.
as we can. Okay, maths. Can I see the question? All right. How can we make a math class more interesting?
So when I was kid, I don't really into the math that much. So I would think maybe a teacher um could be uh oh
Okay, here,
actually math is
here's a
very
technique. Here's a technique. So the word used is interesting. More how make it more
more
interesting. You can repeat some words, but not all. Okay, that's a so that the examiner knows you actually understood the question. Okay, so you can say,
oh
um, I think
I
math
think
is a very boring class, and when I was a young girl, I didn't like math very much. Okay, you can
right
say that. Okay, so I find it boring, or I do not find it interesting at all. So you can use the same word. Don't worry. Okay, that's a strategy. Even in writing,
right
you can do that too. All right, so now
so
you've answered. Continue. Explain and then give examples.
I think I think the way to there are so many way to
Ways to. Wait.
there are so many ways to improve the math class more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so the
First,
most so
first.
first maybe teacher could tell student more about the utility of math
Mm-hmm.
in the future, what you
Mm-hmm.
can do with math, so that could uh, um, make math easier
Mm-hmm.
to learn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Secondly,
Mm-hmm.
so math is so uh
How can a child become in?
like
For instance, think
so
of children. For instance, how can children uh, become more interested in math?
how
You
can
can
more
relate it to your experience, or you can talk about the pandemic, education at the time of the pandemic. You can do that.
can I just answer one point like yeah like what I mentioned before
What is your answer?
like
Only
it's the
one answer?
yeah only one answer
You can do that, but you'll have to give minor details.
minor details.
Like explain that. One
Mm,
answer only for how, because you need to answer
so
the
when
question.
I maybe just give them an example, like when I was little, I don't know what yeah if I learn the math what I gonna do.
Hmm. The
So the
reason
same.
I'm asking you to use first, secondly, or first is because you said many ways. That
Oh,
means
right.
yeah. So don't say many
Oh,
ways if you want to say only one.
okay.
You can say
So
probably
yeah,
the
I'm
best way. Or,
probably the best way. So
or
I'm just afraid. Yeah. So I give a 1 point,
okay.
and then I
Let's
forgot
let's try again.
other
Let's try
point.
again.
Okay.
I
Sorry.
think because you're being asked for your opinion. Okay.
Right.
How what do you think? How can we make a math class more interesting? I think
I think
that
pro
the uh
best way. Probably I think the best way is
best way
which
to
is
the
best
best way
way
to
best way to make a math class more interesting, which is teacher would tell
is don't forget the verb. The best way
is
is
the best way is
look at my screen. The best way to
the
make a
way to
math
make
class more interesting is
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 to
teacher
is
yeah
to is
is to
is for the teacher
oh it's for the teacher
to do
for
what?
so it's for the teacher to tell more about the utility of math
Okay, very
to
good.
students. So
Now explain what do you mean
when
by
I,
this? Yeah.
for example, when I was young, maybe in elementary school, I didn't know if I learned that much math, what I'm gonna do,
Mhm.
what I would gonna do.
And always go back to the question. So, did your
So
teacher make it interesting for you or no? What happened?
So the teacher didn't tell me about the utility and the interesting things about math. So
Okay,
I would not assume the math is so important thing in my life.
right, that's true.
Right. So
Okay,
so that's why I think this is the best way to
to
yeah,
explain how
right.
important, how people or children can relate to math. Yeah, like why are we
Relate to
relating?
math, right?
I have this same concern before when I was learning math too. I had a bad teacher. Bad teacher.
Right.
I had a math teacher where whose subject matter I didn't find interesting. What was that? Trigonometry.
Battery.
You know this trigonometry. You know this
No.
math subject.
Mm,
I
no.
was very good in math, but I don't
Really?
know. So for some reason
Oh,
I hated trigonometry.
the
Yeah,
reason is a teacher.
I didn't find her interesting at all. I couldn't
Ah,
understand why are we learning cosine, sine. Yeah, you see that?
Yeah, sine, cosine.
Cosine. I do not get it. Yeah, here, sine, cosine. Hypotenuse. Well, how is it related to the hypotenuse, to the oblique triangle? I did not see the
Related.
practicality of it. No.
Oh,
So I hated
got
it.
it. I
I
could
got
understand you, right?
because I did not I didn't I wasn't interested. So I got poor grades in math in that particular math subject.
And
And
then you lose the
and
confidence
I
with
lost
it,
confidence. I was running for honors in
right?
my grad. Yeah, I was running for honors, but because of that subject, my average was pulled down.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
so it's a bad experience. You see how
Yeah.
teachers can actually demotivate students just because they
Right,
don't have the right
motivate. Oh, that's good
demotive
word.
demotive
Motivate, right?
demotivate. Motivate is positive, right?
Encourage.
Encourage. Okay, how about
Encourage.
demotivate? Demotivate is
Demotivate.
the opposite.
Opposite.
Discourage. Motivate is encourage. N.
Encourage.
Yeah. Encourage. Demotivate is to discourage.
Discourage.
Discourage the students.
Mm, that's so bad.
Okay. Tell me if you want to go to part two, okay?
Yeah, so Anna, I think my time is gonna be like end around
Part time.
20. So I'm gonna in half an hour.
Uh-huh.
It's like
Okay.
9:15. It's gonna take half an hour to there
Okay. So
to
anyway,
10.
today, I'm glad we had this class today. Um,
Yeah, so
just
important.
remember, so we only covered part one, right? But actually,
Right.
the point is, remember when you answer a question, the first sentence, okay, should answer the question. It's the same for
First
part
sentence.
two and part three. Go straight to the point. Don't begin with
Right.
example. Don't begin with for example. Answer the
Right.
question first. Explain. And then remember PEE,
Answer, explain, give example.
PE, okay? P, go
Right.
straight to the point. E, explain. E,
Explain.
examples.
Right.
This is the basic for
And end
any.
and yes.
Mhm.
And also end the question.
Right. Okay. Keep in mind
Okay.
the criteria. You'll be graded
Right.
for fluency and coherence. Coherence has something to do with how you put together ideas. That's why I need you. This is mandatory to use that, when, because, firstly, secondly, also. On the other hand, this is
On
why.
the other hand.
Okay, these are transitional devices. They put together, they make your response coherent. That's why it's a criteria in speaking, also in writing. Okay,
Right.
another, grammar, again 25%. This is their, and verbs are very important. Very important.
Yeah.
Don't forget to say is, are, was, were.
Yeah.
Basics.
That's really my weakness.
Yeah. So
Mm.
be conscious about these things, because if I can hear them, I can identify them to be errors. The examiners will definitely be able to identify the same
Mm,
things. Okay. And these are
right.
more highly trained people or educators than myself. Okay. They're
Okay.
more well
Okay.
trained than me. So those are my tips for you today. Keep them in mind and do your best. Good luck.
Oh, thank you. And
Yeah,
I
break a
just can
leg.
try. I
But
just
you're
can
good.
try my best.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Whatever happens, let me know. Okay.
Yeah, so
Keep in
Anna,
touch.
would you mind give me the cue card for part two so I can prepare some? Yeah.
Well,
So on the
actually,
way to
I sent you lots of stuff yesterday.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean
You can
what are you
practice
yeah, what
that.
Oh, what did
No,
you
I choose
uh
randomly. I don't prepare any.
okay.
Why? Because in reality, you don't know what you will get. So
Yeah,
they're also random. So I do that. So just choose any from the cue cards. The link I sent you. There's a lot of cue cards there for
sure.
2021.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye, girl.
Bye. I'm gonna practice on the
Okay, okay.
yeah, on the cap. Bye. Thank you.